Ingolf Burkhardt is one of the most experienced and sought-after jazz and lead trumpet players in Europe today. Primarily self-taught until he enrolled at the Cologne University of Music in 1985, he was asked to join the North German Radio Big Band shortly after graduation. As a member of this full-time European radio jazz orchestra, he has performed and recorded with such luminaries as Joe Pass, Jimmy Smith, Wayne Shorter, Al Jarreau, and Bobby McFerrin. He has fronted bands with his mentor, the great Bobby Shew, and toured extensively worldwide. Ingolf is also a member of Alan Skidmore's Afro-British band Ubizo and a seasoned masterclass clinician. He was professor of trumpet at the Music Conservatory in Hamburg from 2000 to 2008 and is in high demand as a studio musician, recording with his horn section, the Matterhorns. He has released 4 solo CDs to date, and his present project, Jazzul, is groove-based and features Ingolf with one of the top pop rhythm sections in Germany. Ingolf Burkhardt is one of the most versatile and talented trumpet players of his generation. We are proud to welcome him to Masters of Brass.
So I just asked him, would you mind? And he said yes. So that was the start of the greatest learning experience in my life, because we went on tour for about 5-6 years, from let me think, 89 to 94, 95, something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 5 or 6 tours, and I organized everything. I organized the tours, and and blah 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 blah. Also, that I learned from him, how to do that. Having done it is why I don't want to do it anymore, but I did it.
Yeah.
So that the idea of having that group with him was basically to get my butt kicked on stage and get lessons on stage, in front of an audience.
Okay. What types of things are you doing outside?
I'm quite selective.
Yeah.
I have to be, because due to lack of time. Except of I do my own quartet. First of all, it's just a new record out. Jazzul is the group's name. It's a fusion kind of thing, soul jazz, more or less. I do work with a British African group in London with the great Alan Skidmore, tenor player, tenor legend, one might say, in London. A new album to be released now, and we tour in England and come over here and do the big festivals. And that's pretty much it, for my jazz playing.
A big bone of contention is always upper lip, lower lip. Where does your mouthpiece sit?
Mine is, I would say, 2/3 up, like this, 1/3 down.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much here with my aperture.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's blowing into the little bit into the lower third or half. Okay.
Yeah. It changes. But I think the airstream goes up a bit as I go higher.
Okay. Uh-huh.
If I play a higher note, if I play a regular G, like that, I'm here.
Yeah.
If I play an octave higher, I'm here, no? If I play the C above that, so it goes like that. I think it's called pivoting or something.
Okay, pivoting, yeah.
And it's very important to find those slots, and there's well, I practiced a lot of that with the aperture to have an open sound and all that. It's also the interaction between obviously a bigger aperture means a bigger sound, but if you don't support it, it will get flat. But when I play lead, I use this old Jerry Kelly mouthpiece. It looks like a piece of junk. I know, but it works great for me. I had it changed many times. I had the cup depth, the cup deepened, and all kinds of adjustments made. It's but it still works for me. So it's a mouthpiece that only exists once, and that's what I use for playing lead.
What about inside versus outside playing?
Matter of taste,
yeah.
I'd say. It can only be you know, there always has to be a relation. I mean, there must be 10 million books about playing outside, you know, pentatonic on the minor sixth of the minor chord or whatever. It's already outside if you just put a phrase that you were going to play anyway off half a step. That's outside, you know. It can only be outside if you know where you are, so you can find your way back in. And the rest is a matter of taste. To play outside on Joy Spring doesn't really sound good, you know. That's an inside tune for me. I'm only presenting my own opinion of things. But there's moments, you know, you have a piano player, the moment is right, that all of a sudden you hear some stuff, you know, that takes you outside. That can happen. And it's great to practice some stuff, to take phrases outside, just to get more edge to playing, you know. But it's, as I say, it's a matter of taste, and it can only be as outside as much as you know where inside is. Yeah. So for some people, playing outside is the ultimate goal, but they've never been inside. So I think playing inside is learn that first, and then take it out.
And tell us, when you're on stage with the big band, what's the best order for you for the trumpets to be sitting in? What's the most logical way, whether you're playing second or first? What do you like?
Well, if I'm first, second, always in the middle of four. We're four, there's sections of five as well. Then probably the lead player would be right in the middle. Our order at NDR is like, if the drums is there, the lead player would be next to me. I'd be on second. If I'm on lead, we have third, first, second, and fourth. Okay. You know, and we swap that around if the drum is on the other side, depending on the setup. Okay. First should be in the middle, of course. Because many people say, "Oh, this guy's very talented," you know. I mean, talent doesn't take you far if you don't practice. And some of those talented guys, you know, they're often, I experience it quite a lot of times. They're sometimes a bit of, like, you know, on the lazy side, you know. They think like, well, everything comes to me anyway, you know, so I don't have to practice. Once we're all 30, you know, very often the ones that worked harder and maybe are less talented got all the gigs because of the fact they had to work harder on them, you know, on anything, you know. And so I think to work hard, you know, and practice a lot is a certain talent as well.